Well, hello man cavers, and what are we doing today? We have an engine under here which the lady can't get going. She said, can you have a look? So let's have a look at this thing, see what it is. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. So here we are. Ali brought her engine to me and said, Adam, I can't get it going. Can you have a look? I'm like, I can indeed. Now I'll warn you, you'll need your sunglasses on for this because it's a bit too bright and shiny. Oh my word. There we are. What we're looking at here is a Villiers WX11 or WX1, I think they call these, two-stroke. The belt has been removed off the pump, so it's not going to turn the pump. There is the drive for the pump. Oh, the drive for the pump is around this side. So we're not going to drive the pump. She just wants the engine running. And she said she can't get it going. And a couple of people have tried. Apparently she's had the magneto done. So the spark shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, I don't know. I've never worked on one of these before. It does look quite nicely restored, I must say. I mean, it's all looking really, really pucker, apart from some rust on the flywheels. But yeah, she bought this and the guy said it ran, and she hasn't been able to get it going. And I think her mate Matt has had a go. He can't get it to go, and he fart. So we'll have a look and see if we can suss why and if this thing goes. I think the first thing to do is I need to put some petrol in it and just see if it's actually, you know, we need a base point, but I don't want to go stripping parts off at left, right and centre if I don't need to, because I don't want to risk damaging anything. So yes, it's two-stroke, so let me go get some two-stroke in the jug. We'll be back. Right, we have some two-stroke in the jug. So let's tip him in. Sorry, can't. There you go. I'll put about 30 to 1 in here, something like that. Could you see any of that, or did you just see my back? I haven't put my jug away. Alright. Is the fuel on? I believe that tap is in the on position. Let's put a handle in. Here's a weird handle. Look at that bad boy. Look like an old rusting handle. Alright, let me get you up here somewhere where you can actually see what I'm doing. Right. And let's have a look and just see if this thing does do anything. I don't know what this lever is here. Lever. Start when. Move over lever to start when cold. And there's an arrow facing down, but it don't look like this lever does anything. It's just, I mean, this moves up and down, but I can't see what this lever does. It doesn't lock nothing in any position. I don't know. Oh well. Let's give her a go. Oh, it's definitely firing. Yeah, it's definitely firing. Yeah. It is definitely firing. We've definitely got fuel getting through to the carb. Now, so what could be wrong? No Villiers expert here. Not by a long shot. Right. Let's take an air filter off. See if that makes any difference. In case there's some form of restriction. Well, that plunger is going up and down. That should be flat out now. Idle now. Right, there is 2 mixture screws on here. Alright. I really don't know. I'm wondering if we should pop that carb off and it's definitely firing, I know that, so we've definitely got a spark because it is trying to go, but it seems it can't. Now let's have a little fiddle with these 2 screws. Alright, here we go. So let's have a look at this screw here. I'm going to count how many turns in it is. Oh, it's right in. So this screw was turned in as far as it would go. Okay. Yeah, that was in as far as it would go. Let's come out a turn. What about the one this side? What's that doing? And this one's only out quarter a turn. Okay, I'm thinking it might want a little bit more of a mixture than what that was getting. Well, we've tickled the carb and we've definitely got fuel up there. Well, I don't understand this cold start mechanism on the top here. That doesn't appear to do anything. Let's try manually choking her a bit. No, I think that may have flooded her. Because we're doing nothing now. Right, I think I'm going to pop this plug out and have a look at that. Alright, so let's get this plug out and see if we can get this going. I'll tell you, stuff this shiny makes me nervous. Mankind's not used to stuff what's been restored like this. Whatever kind of socket is that? Well, there you go. I think that's a spanner job. Big old plug. Nope. Alright, turns out it's a 9/16 Whitworth. And this plug wasn't in there very tight. Have a look at it. Well, the old plug looks very good. Good gap in there. She looks alright. Yep, that does look alright. I'm wondering if we should put a little drip of petrol down there and just see if that bark off. So let me get my tube and we'll catch a little bit of petrol out of this fuel tank. But doing how I do, the old finger dip it in, finger over the end job and grab a bit of fuel out. There you go, there's plenty of fuel in that pipe. There you go. Let's put him back in quick and just see if it does any fall apart. I mean, it should do. Let's have a go. Well, it fired straight off. But I don't want to keep going, do it? Now, I think we've got a carburetor issue, you know. So I reckon we're going to take this carb off. Now if I turn the petrol off, I will check the fuel supply to this as well. I don't want to dribble petrol all down that nice paintwork. So we're having a bit of finesse with this. Number one, because it isn't mine, and number two, it's been nicely done. Let's just check this petrol coming out of that tap. There, oh, loads, right. So we've got fuel coming out of the tap. And I think now we need to just undo this pinch screw, and this carburetor should come off. There we go, she's off. Right, let's get her in the bench, on the bench, and see what it's like inside. Ah! Right, we've got our carburetor inside. So, let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look inside here and see what's going on. There we go. Let's get this bowl off. Alright. Well, there was a little bit of crap in here, but certainly nothing. No, the float is empty, it's not rattling. Right. I don't know. There we go. So I wouldn't say there's anything wrong. I mean, that's pretty much, whoops, it's pretty much spotless. I can't see a thing wrong with it. Not in that bit. Float is good. Alright, so where is our problem? Let's strip it right down. So I think this should all come out now, and it does. And there's our main jets all in there. I suppose we'd better check that they are all three. There's a little needle valve in there. Yeah, that's working absolutely fine. All there really is, and yeah, I can see daylight through that main jet, so the main jet is good. Okay. Right, I can't really see. Should that be loose? Should that be loose in there? That jet, look. Should that be loose? Ah, it seems like it's held on. These screws are moving with it. Are they just pinch screws to hold that in? Well, these not mixture screws at all, and they're just little pinch bolts what hold that tube in. Interesting. No, you can see through them, so they're hollow. So I'm assuming they're for some sort of air mixture. Yep, this is hollow as well. Alright, we've took them out, and this now comes out. So we've got all this out. It's clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. Yeah, I can't see any problems in here. I can't see any problems in here whatsoever. Our needle valve just fell out there. Alright, I don't think that matters what orientation this goes in. So it looked like these screws do sort of hold that tube in. Yeah, nothing in there, they do thread just into the body. Right. I'm guessing when your float bowler's in, that actually holds all this down, don't it? Of course it does. Yeah, that'll be it. When your floater's in, pulling down on this, that's going to hold all that in place, isn't it? Of course it is. So, yeah. Now, these are air mixture screws by the look of it. Oh, that one's in. Now, let's get our needle valve back in. There we go. Just check this again. Yeah, that's fine. Right. There's no gasket around the top. Oh, there was a gasket around there, wasn't there? Here it is. The gasket is broken, but there is one round it. Now, somebody's put a load of crap around the bottom of this, because they obviously haven't had a nylon washer. So I'm going to put that back together with a nylon washer, because I fear that it should have one and not a lot of silicone around there. we've got everything nipped in. There we go. Now we need to slide this. Yeah, I don't know what all this caper is on here. This is a carburettor like I've never seen before. And what this cold start mechanism here is, what's all that about? It does nothing. Do you reckon there's a pin meant to move up and down in there, which is seized? Because these ratchets are obviously here for a reason. I'm wondering if there's something in here which should like spring. I'm going to investigate this piece just a little bit further. So let's strip this right off here. Right, now we've got a rod go in here. Look, can you see what I'm doing there? You can. There's a rod go in here. Now I'm wondering if this should maybe push this rod up and down. No? Yes, no? I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you reckon that's worth stripping this thing a little bit more? Because I'm thinking these gnarled gears here are meant to do something. Maybe push on something inside here. Because it says move lever down to start cold. So I'm assuming there's something in there meant to spring up, and when that's hot you lift that up. So maybe that's like trying to start it with no choke, and it ain't going to have it. Right, let me get this bit set up in a vise and we'll see if we can get him apart. Right, we've got this in a vise. Right, this bit does come apart, so I think this bit, can you see what I'm doing here? I'm trying, these are quite small parts, so I'm trying to get you guys to see what I'm doing. So this comes out. Right, I would say there's a lever in here. I would say there's a little lever in there somewhere that this should push up, which pushes out this tube. I think this tube is meant to go in and out with this thing. And this obviously, I think there's something in here what's seized up. So what we're going to do with this, shall we? I don't want to damage it though, because like I said, it's not my engine. I'm wondering if we should soak this overnight to see if that'll free. Because I think there's something. I think there's something here that should go up and down. Right, let's just try a little bit of lube down there. Right, we've got a little bit of lube in there. And let's try and tap this with a little pin. I just want to see if anything starts to move. Do you know, I think a little pin just started to come down there. Let me just give that another little tap. Yeah, I think there's definitely something. Yeah, that lever will hardly go up now, look. There you go. There is definitely something. There's a little pin in there which is seized solid. Let's try a little bit of heat. This is all steel, so I don't think there's going to damage anything. We'll just give her a bit of heat. Because you know what heat is like at freeing a bit of metal off. It's absolutely brilliant. So we'll get this really hot. Well, we got her hot, that's for sure. You never know, if there's a little pin in there, this might just free it off. Alright. Is there a little pin in there? Yeah, there's something in there, isn't there? There is something in there. Right, I think what I'm going to do is, I am going to put this in some evapor rust and probably leave this overnight. Oh, down compressor. So we've got that there. Let's put a bit of evapor rust in this jar. There we go. We will drop, is that still hot? Oh yeah. We'll drop that in there. And we'll come back tomorrow and see what that little bit is like. Marvellous. Now I mustn't lose all these bits that I've taken out of there, must I? So we'll put all these back. There's our tube. So this bit I think is good. I think our problem is that little nubbed valve on the top. So yeah, that's it. We will be back in 24 hours. Well, we're back. It's not been 24 hours, it's been about half an hour, and I remembered she dropped another carburetor off with the engine. So there was another carb come with the engine. This is how I got it. It looks very much, I don't know, looks very much in pieces. But passable. But look at this knobbler on the top. This knobbler, oh, I've got a good gasket on there, look. This knobbler does have, can you see that? There's a little ball in there. Where's that gone? There we go. There's a little ball in here. Right. We push up on this. It is pushing this down, if that makes sense. So there's definitely some sort of cold start mechanism here, because that's now clicking, look. If I put a little bit of upward force on. And if I push this down in here, it's springy. But this rod is bent. So I think we need to put our old carb back together with this top on. and see if we've got, we'll see if this has got the same springiness. If not, we'll make one carb out of two. Does this have a springy bit in the bottom? It does, look. So there's obviously a spring in there. So let's put this carb to one side. Let's reassemble this carb. Yeah, that pushes the needle in and out, look. So let's reassemble this carb without damaging this needle. There you go, she's in. Where was we going? That's right, we want this piece got to come on here as well. Oops. This piece go in here, look. Then that piece go in. Then this piece comes on, which holds that all in place, like so. There's our throttle lift. Then this goes in the middle on a spring, and then we've got this little chopper go on the top here. Now, didn't that other one have a lock nut on that? Let's fish him out of this evapor rust and just see, 'cause I'm pretty sure this old one had a lock nut halfway down, so this thing didn't actually tighten all the way down. But either way, this is now moving how it should. So I think on when that's hot, you have that up and flip him down to start cold. I have a sneaky feeling that could act as some form of choke. Possibly. Right. Let me get that bit out of that evapor rust and we'll go from there. Right, here is our old part, which I think has got the seize ball, and there is a lock nut on here, look. So we'll take this lock nut off here, because that's clearly meant to have it. And we'll put that lock nut on this one. Because you're clearly not meant to screw that all the way down. So let's put E on here. Cool. Right. Ah, there we go. She's going on. Right, that only goes in a little way, which is probably all that's meant to do. There you go. See that? That is now moving at full travel. Let's get this back on the engine and let's see if that's made any difference. I am going to replace this good gasket actually, because the old one had a split in it. See, this gasket here got a split in it. Let's put this good one on. There we go. Let's just nip him up. There we are. How's that gone on there right? That carb bowl doesn't look right to me. That don't look to be sitting right. someone's put a damn PTFE or something round here. Are the threads damaged on this? Because there's like some sort of PTFE been put round here. I'm wondering if the threads are a bit damaged on that. But we'll see, won't we? Ah, right, that bowler's no. Oh, damn, I ain't got the float in, look. Oh, yeah, that's sitting level now. So let's nip him down. There we go. Now let's get this carburetor back on and see what's going on. Yeah, that is definitely doing something now. Right, let's get back outside. Right, let's put carb back on. I think we need to hook this piece. That goes there, doesn't it? This governor needs to slip in there like that. That's it. Now we can tighten this. There we are. Get our fuel pipe back on. She don't. Then we'll turn this petrol on and see. I'll put the spanner in the shed, hadn't I? Alright. Let's put some petrol on and see if this carb pedals fuel out. Now we've had it to pieces. Come on. Ah, that's tickling up. Right. Shall we see now? Let's be belt and braces and just pop this little air cleaner back on, which is... Oh, it is original. I thought that was some aftermarket Villiers look. So that is an original Villiers air filter. Right. Let's now see if this puppy, I'll plug us back in. We got it in that on position. Let's see if that does anything. Right. Let's try it in that up position. I don't know. Let's come undone a little bit with that screwdriver, with that screw. Because that's obviously letting that lever come up. She's definitely got a more pronounced fire now. Lower to start. Well, I think it's trying, guys. What do you think? Do you think that's drying? We're getting smoke out the exhaust. put that right over. No, we're still getting nothing. Let's see if we can get, because there's two of these little screws. Let's undo them both half a turn in case they're interfering with things. Let's put that down. Now, is anybody a master on WX Villiers? Let's put that right up. So it's definitely got a good spark, I can hear that. But for some reason it just doesn't want to fire into life. Right. Because these were screwed all the way in, which I wouldn't have thought was right. Let's put that one up right. Whoa. Right. I wonder, I don't know, is that over fueling? Do you reckon we should see if that'll start on a drill? Get a drill on that. Yeah, let's see if we can get a drill on there and spin that over. Alright, I have a drill piece on here, which is well, this is making a lot easier work of it, isn't it? Go a bit quicker. Oh. Let's take this plug out again. So we'll just pop this plug out and see what that's like. Oh yeah, that's definitely wetted that plug up. So we definitely have fuel there now. Alright, we've dried that plug off. and we've given her a little bit of heat with a blowtorch just to make sure she's dry. And sometimes heating the plug can help, but I somehow don't think we've got a spark issue. I really don't. I think the timing's right and everything's just trying to go. It isn't blowing back or anything. Alright, we'll try it again with my drill. No. Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm pretty much going to leave this guys over to you now to see if you guys have got any suggestions as to what exactly this could be. Am I barking up the wrong tree and it is a timing issue? It don't appear to be blowing back, but it's like it won't catch. Right, so yeah, I'm not familiar with these, but I want your opinions as to what you think could be stopping this little puppy from starting. I'm pretty sure the spark on that is fine. I mean, you can distinctly hear it igniting, but it's just not picking up and catching. And I don't know what it could be. Over fueling, under fueling, air was wrong. I really couldn't tell you. So for you WX11 connoisseurs out there, which I'm sure there are some of you, yeah, for you connoisseurs out there, why isn't this starting? 1/2 inch Whitworth is the right size. Right, I don't know guys, why is this not starting on us? Suggestions on a postcard. And yeah, together let's see if we can get this going for the young lady so she can get it to a show. Because at the minute, it's a little bit baffling. Where are these mixture screws meant to be? Because both of these were tightened right in. Should they be in, a little bit out? Couldn't tell you. Right, we'll leave this video here. And hopefully, someone will come up with a solution as to why this Villiers is not going. Here's the mixture screws I want about. One in there, look. And another one round here. And they actually screw into that emulsion tube up the middle, not into this carb body. They go into the brass tube what we took out. So yes, so there we are. There is our WX11. There's that instruction clearly on there, and that was definitely not working on that original carb. So we've done something, but it still don't appear to be going. So I shall leave this video here, and we will see you guys next time. Ha ha! Villiers!